Hello everybody and welcome inside the State Champs studio. As always, alongside Ren McCulley, my name is Kara Lyles. Well Ren, we are just a few weeks away from the tournament beginning, and this week on New Digs we want to talk about who you think that we should keep an eye out for. Let's start with Division 4. Any teams that are standing out to you?
Yeah, right now, Mount Pleasant, Sacred Heart, the reigning state champs from last year, Clarkston Everest.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Clarkston Everest. I mean, going into this season, you know, you're coming off a state title. What's the mindset for them in trying to repeat, or are they even thinking about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think they are 100% thinking that, but it is extremely hard to do a repeat. So being able to have a good mindset, especially with the players that they lost from last year. So it will be interesting if they're able to pull that off again.
Do you think they got a little chip on their shoulder? You know, you mentioned a bunch of quality teams that are coming to take that crown. Do you think there's a little bit of chip on their shoulder going into the
Honestly, we will have to see, because every other team is just trying to beat them out, and it's, can you stay on top or can you not?
Well, in Division 3, Monroe St. Mary Catholic Central, they have been on our rankings all year long. Do they stand out to you in Division 3? They've
been competing against the top teams all year, and they have a Player of the Year candidate on their team, McKenna Payne. So I'm excited to see how they'll do.
Well, you mentioned them playing the best competition throughout the entire season. How does that gear them up for tournament time?
Yeah. It's really important, because if you're not playing top competition right before that tournament, you can get there and then be shell-shocked almost. So it'll be really good for them to have that pressure situations, the confidence going into the tournament.
Well, we're absolutely loaded in Division 2 with teams that seem to have made it to Battle Creek each and every year. Yeah. Who's standing out to you this season?
Well, I know Grand Rapids Christian, they're big in there, okay? Notre Dame Prep, Harper Creek, and North Branch. So it will be exciting to see who battles out, or if another front runner comes up and steals one of the spots.
Do you think we could have a potential sleeper in Division 2? I mean, there's a lot of girls and a lot of teams that are used to being there.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a sleeper in Division 2?
It's completely possible, and I am always rooting for an underdog win, so I hope there is.
Well, it's been the story all year. Mercy, they are just so dominant, won the state title last year. Do you see them repeating this year?
It's a good possibility. You know, they have their star setter from last year, and they've been winning a lot, and they've been winning all the big tournaments and big games. So they will definitely be in it, and, you know, maybe they will have a repeat.
They do have a ton of other teams that are aiming to beat them this year. Who else is standing out to you in Division 1?
Northville, they just won Beast of the East. They're a big competitor in there. I know Marion's always in there. They're fighting to stay in there. And on the west side, we have Jenison, Hudsonville, and Rockford has been making some noise. But you can't forget about Clarkston and Utica Eisenhower. They will probably have a pretty good running at Battle Creek.
And a lot of these teams we're seeing, they have been to Battle Creek before. They're used to the pressure. How big of a role does that play in that, hey, we've been here before and we kind of know what to expect going into it?
Well, it gives them honestly a little bit of taste of, I want to go back. I want that win, especially when you are so close. So it will be exciting to see who actually pushes through and gets to Battle Creek.
Well, talking about it is making me so excited, Ren. We are just a couple weeks away. We're so excited to see how this plays out, but we will be back next week with a new edition of New Digs.